Hi everyone, welcome to another Star Citizen video. So today I wanted to talk about Star Citizen, and I think Star Citizen, what would I call it? Because sometimes I hesitate when I call it a game, and I hesitate when I call it a simulator. So to me it's sort of a blend of a game and a simulator because it borrows aspects from both. And today I wanted to sort of clarify why am I even uploading Star Citizen videos and what makes this game so special in particular, and why is it that so many people are passionate about this. And I've seen a lot of opinions on this game, and not only in my own comment sections but in other videos, and a lot of the comments are what would I say, they are quite emotional but often very rational and mature, and there's definitely a lot of passion to this game in a sense that people really care what happens to it. And through the months, I started uploading around 8 months ago, and I've noticed huge upswings of positivity and then some downswings of negativity. So you can generally see that the audience of Star Citizen, you could kind of see it as one human, just one person. And of course, as we all go through life, we experience all kinds of states of consciousness with all the moods, and we may have different opinions depending on what day it is, what's happening in our life. So I always take this into account when I see debates and discussions in my comments. But overall there is a lot of noise for this project, Star Citizen project, and I think that is a great thing because I mean, I'm a huge fan of space in general, and I mean, it's been my childhood dream to be able to go to space. Now, when I'm talking about space, I have this little voice in my head that says, but Kevin, you're always in space, you're on Earth, Earth is in space, and so we have this illusion that we're not in space, right? But if we just think normally, I always wanted to go out to space. I want to explore what exists. Well, I know a lot of people who don't, because it is a scary thought to be out there. But my idea of going out to space involves a spacecraft that is durable, and so I always have had a fascination of space and how we all play into this whole thing we call life in general. And sure, I think there's a lot of answers we can find to our questions out there, as much as we can find the answers about ourselves if we go inside of ourselves. So that led me to trying to find a space game that really scratched that itch. And it needs to look realistic, have great graphics, it needs to illustrate the planets very well, and of course the ship mechanics needs to give a sense of experience when you controlling or using the ship, and some sort of maneuverability in the ship. So walking around, being able to treat the ship as a home and just travel around. And so I stumbled upon Star Citizen, and I was so surprised that this even existed, but I was actually not that surprised that it wasn't a finished game, because I mean, it's a huge vision. To even call it a game is an understatement, for when it actually is in more of a finished product. I don't think it ever will be finished, but it will eventually come into a state where it is more, where you can experience more in Star Citizen and longer. So 8 months ago, I went all in on experiencing Star Citizen, and I think I burned out my interest for Star Citizen just in a span of a month. So if you take a look at my channel, I uploaded like every other day for about a month, but then it started slowing down because I just went so deep into it. When going deep into it, I started experiencing the limitations of Star Citizen and how it started limiting my perception of the game and the experience. And I started noticing that my initial thought of going into Star Citizen was different from when I wanted out of Star Citizen about a month in. So that run lasted about a month. But what really brought me back now is that craving for Star Citizen, it came back. And I'm really glad it did. And now I think I'm approaching this very differently, that I'm not heading straight into the game. And the videos I wanted to make on this channel, I didn't really want to be the here's a new gun in the game or here's a new ship. I didn't want to be the news guy, because I'm not a newscaster. I'm more of just an experiencer of games. I just like to explore the essence of games and what makes them awesome, and you know, the elements that contribute to a great gaming experience, highlighting like the core, the essential qualities and the elements that is responsible for making games great. And I wanted to do that with Star Citizen and really experience those aspects thoroughly. I really always struggle with saying thoroughly. Anyway, so while I'm rambling right now about the history of my interest in Star Citizen, I just wanted to say that the community is what keeping me here, keeping me interested in this space. I think I've played a million games. Like I play everything. I don't have a specific niche I'm into. I play shooters, I play strategic games, I play the space genre, I play sports games, I play MMORPGs, everything I can think about, and I love it. I love them all. But the community of Star Citizen is something that I thought was different, because you guys are seriously really passionate about this, and it just brings such a joy. The passion that goes into Star Citizen is, I mean, I believe it's a common passion for space, and space has always seemed to be the factor in humanity as a whole that unites us as humans, that being able to see our differences that makes us unique, and that forms each individual on this planet, and coming together, banding together as one humanity. And when we venture out to space, we're no longer on our comfortable Earth, where we already have all the resources, where we have air, where we have water, where we have everything we need in abundance. Out there in space, we really need each other, and it brings this unification of humanity. And I really see that where people share their common interest for exploration in general, not only space but just exploration, because these are the types of experiences where we start needing each other. To see this, I really see this spirit in this community where people band together and people are really welcome of new people coming in, because the more the merrier. I see people teaching a lot, just out of their own, just spending their time, their life on helping people in a game that takes place on a screen. That you know what I mean? It's like I can't find that in Call of Duty. I can't find that in shooters and more of the mainstream games. It just seems very basic, very casual, and sometimes even toxic. I mean, of course, we gotta look at the age groups that play certain kind of games. Recently, my girlfriend got into Star Citizen. Her name is Spacey Clow on YouTube, and I just saw how welcoming everyone were to her, and it's really great to see, because it just makes her so excited to play more of it, to learn more of it, and to cultivate that type of interest. And I see like how excited she is to create the videos of Star Citizen versus other games. What I see on her is what I saw on myself in the beginning of the year, and what I'm starting to see on myself again, because not only can you can have these really awesome thumbnails that creates this nice gallery, I always thought picking cinematic thumbnails made the channel look cool with the cinematic look. That's just me. I'm a content creator by heart, so taking photos, filmmaking out there in the world is something I really love doing, and it's also something surprisingly I could apply in Star Citizen, because it's so cinematic. Anyway, so that sort of leads me to the aspect of, instead of making my videos about my progression in Star Citizen and not becoming a newscaster of this game, I wanted to explore the aspects of the game and create nice cinematic content to it and explore these aspects together with my girlfriend and sometimes alone, and to do that going forward. And that makes me really excited about playing Star Citizen. It gives me a purpose, and that really helps. I noticed that when I often want to create videos like every single day, but I don't have the purpose. I don't know what to go into the game and do. And sometimes that is great. It's great for just hopping in and being in the moment. But sometimes it just doesn't make the content entertaining either, which is also an aspect that I consider, because as a content creator, you gotta consider a lot of things for the videos you create. Am I only creating the videos for myself? Well, then I gotta accept that I might not cultivate a community or an audience, and I gotta be okay with it, since that aligns with the purpose. But if I do wanna cultivate some sort of connection to an audience, then I gotta consider what is it that people want to watch, right? So gotta be some sort of yin and yang balance to this. So I wanted to hear, what do you guys enjoy of Star Citizen? What is that aspect that just keep drawing you back? Is it just flying? Is it exploring on planets? Is it discovering certain outposts, or is it natural views? Let me know if you have any thoughts on that. That would be great. I just wanted to thank you all for watching my videos, and really, when I started making videos in the beginning of the year, I really didn't expect anything. And I mean, the first video was a ton of comments and views and everything like that. Quick disclaimer, I'm not doing this for the views or to make potential money in the future. That's not really what's driving me here. It's just my passion for this whole thing, content creation mixed with space and yada 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 yada. So that was really great to see, and I'm looking forward to create more. And yeah. Anyway, thank you all for watching this video of me rambling for a couple of minutes. Right now I've kind of run out on what I wanted to talk about, so that's where I'm naturally gonna end this video. And if you're right here right now, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I will be creating more Star Citizen videos, and I'm open to trying anything here. And while I'm not getting really deep into the game just yet, I'm taking it slower so I don't really burn out on this game, because it's too awesome to burn out on. Alright, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like. If you didn't, a dislike. And subscribe if you would like to see more. Yeah. Alright, bye bye.